I guess the way that I see it is there are people, I think, that perhaps grew up with certain technologies and grew up using those technologies where it becomes a little bit more so second nature for them to just utilize it as a part of their teaching. And I have found that here in our district, we have some really great technology coaches that are in official positions, and then also people who are just very natural trainers and coaches along the way that help people out. And sometimes those coaches end up being those younger teachers, but we also have some really great veteran teachers who are constantly looking for new ways to grow their profession. And I think about a teacher like Ms. Popelka in our math department who has been in our district for probably 20, 25 years. And she is one of our official technology coaches here in the district. And so I think for me, sometimes I feel like there is an expectation because I am quote unquote in the younger generation, and I really appreciate that,
Well, I mean, you have you and then you have Mr. Hoffman.
Right.
So,
it feels good to still be in the quote unquote young generation, but there are certain parts of technology that I really don't have a lot of experience with. I mean, when it comes to, say, video editing or music splicing or something like that, that I think I would love to incorporate in my class, I look at a guy like Mr. Silver, who is much more veteran as a teacher than I am, and he has a lot more skill in that area than I do. And so just because I'm a young teacher doesn't necessarily mean that I always have a leg up on other teachers in terms of technology use. For me, I don't use technologies that I don't know how to navigate. And so what does become frustrating is when you put in the time, you put in the effort, and you hope that it runs smoothly, and then something out of your control ends up going wrong.
and usually it's something with technology that goes out of control.
Right. And I think that's the hard part, is that for, I think, some of our more organic type of lessons, that if some tiny little element is shifted, I can make adjustments a lot easier if I'm not operating with technology. If it is technology and I'm dependent on having, say, internet access, and all of a sudden our internet drops, then I'm in a circumstance where there's really not a whole lot that I can do, and that helplessness is a bit frustrating.